Look at this little garden terrace and listen to the things I say because I out Karened a Karen. All right? When Karens become managers, think about that. Take a moment. When a Karen gains a position of power, now the tables are turned in the worst way imaginable. Uh, you know, she is the manager. She doesn't have to get anyone, so what does that mean? Well, that means now you can treat the customers like pieces of shit everywhere, constantly, and no one can stop you, especially when you're the top manager of a store and a regional manager above you is also an asshole. Maybe not necessarily a Karen, but definitely a douchebag. And literally, no matter what, by default, when you call with a problem, you are wrong. You're in the wrong, and nothing you can say will get her to admit that the employee there made a mistake and now that mistake is costing you money. She just keep repeating the same things over and over, which are irrelevant pieces of information from 1 month ago, and trying to explain to this woman, 1 week ago, I received a call from your company asking when am I going to pay the bill. I said in the next few days I'll be paying it. Next 3 or 4 days to a week. Right? She said, okay, it's this much. You won't have any late fees or anything for a while. I'll put a note in your account. So I said, okay, it'll be that much for the next 3 or 4 days a week. Yes, it'll be this much and it won't change. That's what she told me. A few days later, I get a $15 late fee. And if I don't pay that, then they're going to put a higher fee, and now you can't make a partial payment, and you have to pay an extra $75 plus $15. No, so $225 instead of just paying my normal $60, or if I wanted to pay 130 or 135 with the fee. So she's just talking in circles, not listening. I'm telling her, listen, it has nothing to do with, no, July 2nd and all this stuff, July 14th. I'm like, ma'am, this is 1 week ago. She's like, oh, well, I remember I spoke to you on the 2nd of July. Okay, what does that have to do with now? And she's literally going through all the notes in my account back 2 months. Why are you doing that? Like, if I was her boss, I'd be like, what are you doing right now? Because it's not your job. Whatever you're doing is some fuck shit that you need to take somewhere else. Okay, Felicia? Fucking Karen? You idiot. You need to get... No, dude, get your shit together. Listen to what this customer is saying. And why are you just telling them irrelevant information? You're not listening. And then to say, okay, the reason I'm calling is because of this. And then they just repeat that thing. Like if you were going to park somewhere and you say, well, there's no parking here, so I parked there, and then this happened, and they say, well, there's no parking there. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm telling you about this. Oh, well, you can't park there. I know, that's besides the point. Now we're acknowledging this thing, okay? Telling me that there's a late fee. I know that there's a late fee. See, that's what triggered me to call you. That's what caused this to occur. So since there was a late fee, I'm telling you about it, and that it is incorrect because of this woman not telling me when this fee was going to be applied. She told me there was not going to be a fee. Okay, so if someone told me that, and I was the manager, I'd say, oh, I see what you mean. Yes, she should not have told you that. That was our fault. Okay? Whether or not you can like corroborate that or whatever, or see anything, I mean, there's no notes, you can't really prove it. That's beside the point. Whether you could prove it or not, or whatever, at least acknowledge what I'm saying and admit that it's in the realm of possibilities that human beings make mistakes. And she told me I have plenty of time. Yes, you can be in here. I'm putting a note. That makes so nothing can happen on your account. It's supposed to, but that's not what happened. So I'm telling this woman, listen, because she made that mistake, I didn't know there was going to be a fee. Now I can't afford it. Oh, well, yeah, there's the late fee is applied on this day. I know that. Oh, my God. It's like talking to a kid. That it's... And so at the end of the call, I said, I don't understand how you function as a fucking human being. It is literally mind blowing how you exist. And I hung up. I called the corporate office and told him exactly what I just said. He understood, partially because he's a man, I guess. I don't know. I can't deal with women and technical things with business. I'm sorry. Like, it just doesn't work. I get nowhere. I mean, I'm not biased against that situation. If you can think like a man in that situation and have intelligence, okay. Are there stupid men? Of course. But generally, when you speak to a man about a technical thing or just a specific, piece of information over the phone, yes, he understands. He's professional. There's a mutual respect. None of that happens with these women. I can't help it. It's not my fault. Be professional, courteous, and intelligent, and logical, and reasonable, and rational. And then you'll have the qualities that these men do. And I got my problem taken care of right away. He understood. And he didn't even need to check it or anything. He just said, well, just for going through that, it's okay. It's all good. He took it off. Very professional. So I out Karen'd the Karen manager, and she can suck a dick. Because when I go in there, now I get to pay a partial payment. And there's nothing she can do about it because it's over her head. And she tried to make it impossible for me to figure out who her boss is and all this stuff. And guess what? I found out who to call anyway. So, anti-Karen activity. Luminardi detected. This is, Dark Meta out. Talk to you later.